Welcome back to Deep Thought. We're going through Tomb Raider, and this is the Colosseum.
Oh, cool. So do we get to, fight against gladiators and stuff, or...?
Not quite, but, we do get to see a Colosseum, though, so, props there.
Yay. In this part, I'm ordering food through my phone.
It will come within an hour, I believe.
Yeah, hopefully. I haven't, put in the order yet, but, in the notes I almost put a heart by accident. Like a heart emote. God.
Yeah, now that I remember, I think when I was recording this, yeah, now I remember. I had ran out of memory in my computer, and so the recording just stopped instantly.
Yeah.
And so my last save point was not very far into this level, but still enough that if you notice that the lines down there are already dead, so yeah. That I haven't found any of the secrets yet, and the first secret for this level is coming up right now.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a tricky jump. Just kind of slide your way down there, and then there are a few places there you can land on, but you have to be very careful not to bump into any of the other parts of the rock there. But this is the first secret.
It's a secret to everyone. Do 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 do.
I can imagine that chime playing in this game.
Yeah, same.
That wouldn't seem out of place at all.
You could probably mod it.
Could probably make a Legend of Zelda game out of the Tomb Raider engine.
Probably.
Maybe we can finally control how far Link jumps.
Yeah. Looking at you, Wind Waker. Yeah, I'd actually like to play with Link using guns. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be nice, just taking out a giant shotgun and then blowing away all the Otteroks and all the goblins.
Oh, cool.
And they just be carrying the wooden swords and the clubs and oh god, why does he have a gun?
I do like the pit with the alligators or crocodiles or whatever they are in it. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, it is.
And you get a med pack.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing there's no spikes in here either.
Yeah. Why didn't the crocodiles just use the med pack to help them?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's only specifically designed for humans to use.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe the magical god knew that. Yeah, so this is the second secret. Just kind of mosey your way on down here and onto this little opening, and you'll just pull yourself up and get into the next secret.
Yay. You sound like the guy from earlier.
Yeah, I just kind of slipped myself into that little accent there. I apologize if that offended anyone. I doubt it would offend someone, but maybe.
No, I don't think anyone would be offended.
Well, you gotta cover your tracks.
You should hear some of the stuff I say in my live streams.
The infamously sexy live streams.
Yeah. Mostly shooting Combine soldiers in the dick, but sadly there's no more Half-Life games for me to play. So I'm just going to start streaming Half-Life 1 again at some point.
Probably. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I should just keep doing Half-Life forever and ever and ever until the next one comes out.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think Douche is there. There he is.
Oh, what a
He's off in the
prick.
distance. Yes.
Fun fact, douche in French means shower.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember watching the Big Bang Theory episode about that. Yeah,
You.
nice.
Do you like the Big Bang Theory?
I like it. I mean, in later seasons, I'll admit that it's kind of starting to wear on me, but I still like it.
I don't like how Sheldon's basic facts are always stuff that everyone who knows anything about video games already knows, so it's not so he's not really that nerdy.
Yeah, I'll get a little more into my thoughts on Big Bang Theory when we're not talking about Tomb Raider, but right now we are talking about Tomb Raider. So,
Good point.
yeah, talk a little about this level. It's quite linear, whereas the last couple levels, I mean, they had been kind of linear, but it's,
You could had a choice between where you could go.
yeah. It was a little more open and a little more open-ended, yeah. But this is a more linear, but it's still kind of the same thing. Just gotta you pull a bunch of switches and move a bunch of blocks to open more doors, and just try not to die in the process.
I like how they're keeping poor animals prisoner in this Colosseum. Either that or they're just hanging out here. Probably the latter.
Yeah, they're probably just hanging out here. It's just the magical god probably put them there just to kind of tease us.
I wish there were skeletons in the cells, but I suppose all the people who were in these cells were probably killed in the Colosseum activities. You know, being like fed to lions or whatever.
Yeah, this pit that we're probably in is... You know, they probably did keep the lions in there, and that little pit was for the people to get thrown into, and for the lions to eat. Yeah.
That sounds actually pretty fun, getting thrown into a pit with lions. I mean, not the dying part, but like...
So this is a little wonderful incident here. These lions are attacking me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. Into the spikes we go.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I just wanted to show that off, just to
That's hilarious.
show you, yeah, to show people how if you die, then when you hit the spikes, you will die. So now I can definitely confirm that you die if you land on those spikes.
Thanks for the clarification. I never would have guessed.
But in any case, now we're just going to continue on with the level. This is an interesting little area here. It's like a timed area. You hit this level over here. No, you step onto this little pressure plate. Both doors will open. Then you go into this door, and then you hit a switch. And then you have to quickly move your way onto the other area, and then go into the door there, and then hit that other switch.
Sounds involved.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. That's...
These pressure
getting
plates.
money together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to have my money ready when my food arrives, so I'm not like fumbling around for like 2 minutes trying to like get things ready.
So those are the spikes that we landed on earlier, and now we just move on to a little, not really secret area, but a hidden area where...
What's the difference?
Well, I mean, if I said a secret area, that would imply there's a secret here.
Oh yeah, like an actual
secret,
secret, yeah.
Yeah, there's not an actual secret here, but this is the way to go. You just gotta climb your way all up onto these rocks, and then, we'll be exploring these little rocks here just for a couple seconds, and then moving on. There's not really a whole lot here, just a bunch of places you just kind of slide down onto.
I will say though, and I kind of mentioned this earlier, but since I've actually seen the game in action for a good amount of parts now, I can say like, even though like the character models and stuff are ugly as hell, the environments are like really nice looking.
That's true. I mean, they are incredibly blocky and very obviously...
The texturing is very well done though, for the time at least.
Oh, yeah, I'll give them that. Still, the lighting could probably have been a bit improved.
Yeah.
Although they did remake this game in like 10 years after the first one was released, except it was by a different studio who is now developing the rest of the Tomb Raider games, the Crystal Dynamic people. Crystal Dynamics.
I see. Was it good or?
I think it was good. They made a Tomb Raider Legend in 2005, and that was after the disaster that was Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, that was the last game that Core Design worked on, the last Tomb Raider game at least.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider Legend was viewed as like kind of as a return to form, but more just it was just a lot better and more of a revival of the Tomb Raider franchise in general. So yeah.
I like how she's pulling this one out like it's cardboard.
Again, they could have wheels on them, or maybe
Yeah.
they're just maybe the ground is ice and we just don't know it.
Or maybe there's like actually nothing inside the block, it's actually really thin. Like it's hollow.
I don't know. She seems to have to put a little bit of effort into pulling them, so
Maybe.
I guess enough that you can push or pull them, but not like light enough for you to lift them over your head or anything. I mean, God, if you tried to do that, you just got crushed by there, and then you have to reload a save.
The draw distance isn't terribly great though. Well, I mean, for the time it's good, but like, I mean, you can barely see to the other side of the room.
I suppose, but I mean, like with a lot of games in this early generation, they kind of hide that fact a little well by like having them faded in,
Yeah.
instead of just like the visuals just kind of popping in,
Yeah.
Although, like I said, the lighting is still kind of an issue.
Yep.
Oh, here's another rolling block. It's a interesting little puzzle. You just kind of fall into that little area there, and you won't die, but you have to climb your way out now.
What would have been funny is if they had spikes in there and you had to like climb into the corner of it.
I think if there were spikes in there, you could still just kind of grab onto the ledge and just like not let go. Just wait until the boulder moves by. But who knows?
Then it just like crushes off her fingers.
I had a little trouble trying to get out of this particular area right here.
That ball looks like it's kind of just made out of like dirt and leaves and stuff. It doesn't look like it's made out of rock.
Well, again, if you get ran over by one of those things, you'll die instantly. So there must be some very powerful dirt then.
Maybe it's poison dirt. Put there by the god.
God, I can barely see in this one.
Oh Jesus, yeah. That's pretty bad.
I don't know if it's the fault of Camtasia or if it's just the fault of the game, but anyway, yeah, the lighting is definitely a problem. But in any case, Douche has returned, as well as his little lion pet thing, or one of the tens of thousands of.
You should kill the
lion
pet
pet
right in
things.
front of his eyes.
Yeah.
Because you gotta make him suffer too.
Well, that's true, but I
Though I
mean,
guess he is suffering quite a bit considering how much we've shot him.
yeah, I know. Like, it's kind of funny. You just shoot them so many times, and they just keep coming back. Like, are they magical?
Maybe he's the ancient deity. Yeah, I'm starting to see why the lighting could be a bit of an issue.
I mean, it wasn't like this in the game, but I mean, again, it was kind of dark, but you could still kind of see where you're going. This, it's just, ugh.
Bats.
All right, so I think this is the final secret of the area. You have to go get a key up there first before we get the secret. But this one's a little bit tricky. There's a pressure plate right here. You kind of step there, and they jump, and then jump again, and then again, and then again, and then through this door before it closes.
Booyah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I believe these are the magnums.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, they're basically pistols, but way more powerful. So the pistols are basically useless now. Well, kind of. I mean, they have unlimited ammo, the pistols.
If you look close at some of those murals on the wall, you can kind of see that some of the figures have penises.
I'm gonna have to go back and look, but
I think they do anyway. I know a lot of this art, like in their original form, had penises unless they like censored them out of this game. But I don't think they'd do that, to be honest. But I know a lot of like old Roman art has penises and stuff, like old sculptures and shit.
So yeah, this level is actually kind of relatively boring, considering that it's a giant open area.
Yeah.
And there's, well, not really open, it's linear, and there's not really a whole lot to do other than just keep on going towards the way you have to go.
But at least we get guns.
Yep, now we get to see the magnums in action. Maybe.
Sexy. Any game with guns is pretty awesome. Well, not always, but I do like guns in my awesome games. Even if they don't fit in the world, I still think guns are cool. In games, I should stress. I don't want this to turn into some weird political debate.
Yeah. So that door over there, you would be forgiven in thinking that is the exit. That's not the exit. So, if you had gone back there and thinking it was the exit and went into there, you would just find a small med pack, and then you'd have to go all the way back here in order to get the key, which you need to go to the actual exit.
Ah, tricky dicky level design.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you can push this block.
Yeah, you actually have to push this block. I don't know why I pulled it out. I was kind of a dingus.
I will say though, Lara Croft does have quite a nice ass. even though the model hasn't aged that well, I think her ass actually looks better than her boobs does.
Yeah. The original creator had kind of joked that they needed her to be a female protagonist because he realized in third-person games they involved a lot of staring at the main character's butt. So if it had to be that, at least make it a woman. But it was just a joke. Like again,
Yeah.
this guy never really wanted the sex appeal to be a very big part of Lara Croft. Wanted her to be nice and elegant and sophisticated. A
Yeah.
sophisticated treasure hunter.
But then EDOS happened.
Yeah.
They also made the really terrible PC port of Final Fantasy VII back in the day.
The first PC port.
Technically speaking, the second PC port, like the more recent 2012 one, technically that's still built off the same version, but Square Enix has gone in and heavily fixed it for modern computers, so it actually functions, basically. Because in fact, it uses quite a lot of mods that like fans made, I believe. But like obviously the fans can't. I'm not sure if they stole the work directly or they just like copied and pasted stuff or whatever. But like obviously the people who made the mods can't exactly sue because it's kind of Square Enix's game.
True.
I don't know. I don't know exactly, but I think it does use some sort of mods to run the new version. Also, speaking of that, Final Fantasy IX is finally coming to PC, which I can't wait for.
Oh yeah, I heard that was a pretty good game. I might check it out.
It's so good. I'm going to get that and live stream it when it comes out. It's so good.
The little crossfade back there was just kind of me cutting time, so
Yeah.
because you already saw how we got here, and I don't want to put you through that again.
Thank you.
So this is last part of the level. Just kind of put the key in there. Funny that you mentioned mods earlier. The thing about this game is that, as you can probably imagine, there was rumors of a nude mod in the game. Like Eidos had put in a nude mod, or Core Design had put in a nude mod. That's actually not true. However, there were fan-made nude mods that had been put into the game, and that had caused
You don't say.
Yeah, that had caused a little controversy. Now, honestly, I didn't have a problem with these mods because
They're mods.
Yeah, they're mods. But Core Design had basically kind of said oh no, you can't do this. Our audience is giant, is full of kids and teens who don't want to be exposed to this kind of thing. So yeah,
When I was a
just basically-
teenager, I didn't mind being exposed to that.
No, yeah, of course. So, I mean, they just got rid of all the mods and stuff, and it was kind of ridiculous. Although, funnily enough, it was kind of worthless considering that the mods are back now.
Yeah, don't kill your game's modding community because they're pretty awesome most of the time.
And that'll do it for this episode of Deep Thought. See you next time for a more frustrating level.